Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. You guys, I'm so excited. This is the last review for Ready to Love, okay? The reunion part 2. Welcome back. I appreciate you all for going on this journey with me, okay? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Usually I be saying that at the end, but y'all be trying to do me dirty. So subscribe, okay, and hit the like button, okay? Okay, now that that's out the way, let's get into this daggone episode, y'all, because I be telling y'all, okay, I told y'all that Joelle was gonna mishandle Vernisha. Okay, I told y'all, but y'all ain't wanna listen to me. So the episode picks up with us waiting on Kyrah for an answer of whether or not she gonna continue dating AJ. Y'all, I told y'all that girl ain't gonna continue dating AJ. I don't even know why we even had to ask her, okay? But homegirl says that, you know, she just wanna be friends. They tried this too many times, ain't nothing work, okay? But she says that he knows how to pursue her, or she will hope he knows how to pursue her if he wanted to. Girl, AJ don't know how to pursue nobody, okay? Y'all just, he just got lucky in this process. Okay, and I hope he don't try to pursue you again, okay? Because the first time it didn't work, the second time it didn't work, and the third time it's not gonna work. Just give it up. Just give it up. It's not gonna happen for you guys. It's just not gonna happen, okay? So now, y'all, it's time to get through the whole scenes of, you know, Troy and his kisses. How he just was going around kissing everybody. Y'all, I was a little, when we watched the clip of him talking something, they didn't even flinch. So I just guess they enjoyed it. No, nobody enjoyed that, okay? Creep. You're a creep. Definitely a creep, okay? So then we get into how he was going to fly everybody out, okay? You was getting flued out. You was getting flued out. You was getting flued out. Everybody was getting flued out, okay? I was sitting there like, that daggone Troy is just a hot freaking mess, okay? I almost forgot about him, but it just reminded me of why he wasn't there towards the end, okay? Now, when we get back from all the clips, Tommy says, show hands. Who did Troy say he was gonna fly out? Who was he offering these trips to? Okay, everybody like me. Vernisha like, I was the first one. Vernisha, no. Okay, don't be sitting there wishing you got flued out by Troy because Joelle tried to play you. We already know he tried to play you, sis. Okay, don't be sitting there saying I was the first one. Be quiet. Okay. Y'all was sitting there like, what was the point? What was the point? Doesn't matter if you was first, second, third, or last, honey. He did it to everybody. You're not special, okay? So then Tommy was like, showing hands. Who did Troy kiss? So most of all the women are like raising their hands. Tommy was like, that's almost all the women. That's like half the women. I was sitting here like, ooh, y'all all, you know, kissing sisters. He was just going around kissing everybody. You, not me. You. Okay, so Troy says that he had a short window of time and he just wanted to make some connections. I guess he thought that by kissing these women he was going to see if the sparks was going to fly, okay? Tommy asked his Amber, because they had a connection, how she felt about that. Amber was like, I was just kind of turned off by the situation, okay? So then Tommy asks this Troy, did you learn anything from this experience, okay? He says, I learned to be very careful, especially in front of the cameras. And I was like, that sounds like some Me Too stuff, okay? What you mean, especially in front of the cameras, like you don't want to get caught? So Tommy was like, don't you know that there's no cameras in real life? He was like, yeah, I know, okay. Amber was like, you just be kissing everybody. Like, you kissed Alexis and then you didn't even remember that you kissed Alexis. And he was like, well, you know, that's just how I greet women. When I see women, I give them a hug and a little kiss on the cheek or whatever. She was like, then say that's how you greet women, not your signature move, okay? He was like, okay, well, then that's how I greet women. Guilty as charged, guilty as charged. I was like, not Amber over there prosecuting the witness, okay? Amber was like, okay, you need to straighten that up, okay? You greet women that way. Don't be talking about something that's your signature move. I was like, that dagger Amber knows she know how to be giving it out all the time for no reason whatsoever, okay? But, you know, Troy apologized because he's guilty. He's guilty of kissing everybody and trying to fly everybody out. Okay. So now it's time to get into Adriana and her cat, y'all. And I was so sad when that girl couldn't find her cat. Because I was like, I remember the days when I was looking for my cat, you know, outside looking for my cat. I'm a cat girl, so I understood, okay? We learned that Deidre was the only one that knew about the cat, okay? I was like, I thought she really wasn't connected with nobody the way they tried to make it seem. But come to find out, she was gelling with a couple of the guys, okay? And none of them guys knew about that cat except for Deidre. And Tommy was like, well, I guess y'all not digging deep enough because y'all don't know the story about the cat. I was like, why didn't they show us this? Okay, they made it seem like one was checking for Andrea, but they was kind of checking for her. They definitely was kind of checking for her, okay? But she says that she learned to be a little bit more assertive, okay? She actually found her cat, and I guess she kind of got her man, okay? So I guess the assertiveness worked for her, okay? So you go ahead, Adriana and Christian, and go ahead and, you know, date and have fun and all that good stuff on the side. Y'all, let's go ahead and move on to Kyrah, okay? Kyrah and Jason, and they're so not of a love story, okay? Tommy says that they was bonding over the depression, okay? That they, you know, really, you know, was becoming something. That, you know, we had to watch the clips and scenes of how they were connecting and how they were bonding and how she just could not choose Jason. So Jason chose Liz. Okay? So when Liz is looking at the clips, y'all, Liz is just sitting there like, I understand. It's part of the process. I'm going to just let it happen. I'm going to let it happen. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to watch these clips and go about my business because, mama, I got a man. Okay, mama, I got a man. So Kyrah wants to bring up how she was being vulnerable and honest and how that wasn't a safe space with Jason. I'm like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. It definitely was a safe space with Jason, okay? Jason just ain't got time to be sitting there waiting around for you to make a decision, and you don't want to make one, okay? So he had to do what he had to do, okay? So she kept talking about how Jason was the one, kept telling her about Liz, okay? She was the one, like, he was the one, like, if you don't, you know, do what you got to do or say what you got to say or pick me or whatever the case may be, then you giving room for me and Liz to grow, okay? And, you know, she was like, I never once was sitting there trying to tell him not to connect with Liz and stuff like that. Okay, I just needed him to understand that I needed to do what was best for me. He couldn't make a decision and I couldn't make a decision either. I was just sitting there like that daggone Kyrah was all in her feelings, okay? She tried to say that the energy between her and Jason shifted because all the guys was picking her. And I was like, that's not what happened, okay? Because y'all was still kicking it. Y'all was still going out on dates after that, okay? Even the situation before he had to deliberate who he was going to pick, he was still sitting there trying to figure out if you was going to be give him an answer, and since you wasn't, okay? When Kyrah's talking, she's getting really worked up. She like she about to cry, okay? She's like, if you made a decision, then you should have said that, okay? I kept telling you I wasn't sure, but you had already made a decision, and you didn't tell me that you made a decision. You wasn't honest with me, okay? Jason over there trying to figure out why homegirl's so mad. Tommy was like, y'all talking to circus. Jason was like, bro, tell me about it, okay? Tell me about it. So Tommy basically breaks this whole situation up, okay? Because obviously they keep talking in circles, and Jason is over it, and Kyrah's still over there looking mad, okay? Upset in her feelings. I'm big mad, like real big mad. I was like, Kyrah, whoo, child, let it go. Just let it go. You holding on to it. You being real bitter right now. You're real angry in your feelings because he made a decision because you couldn't. Sorry, Kyrah. Liz got her man. She took him home to mama, okay? When they sit back down on that couch, when they sit back down in their chairs, okay? Liz is telling Jason, like, you did what you needed to do, okay? And you handled yourself with respect, okay? And I'm glad that she got to speak her piece. Now we could just move on. I was like, that's right. We're going to move on. I was here for the, you know, confirmation, okay? She was sitting there like, don't worry about it, boo. Let that girl say what she got to say. We here. We good. She could be over there. We moving on now, okay? Let her be mad and bitter, okay? She said her piece, honey. I was all for Liz and Jason this episode, y'all. The, you know, little side comments, the little hand pumps, all that good stuff. I was here for them this episode. So now, y'all, it's time to get into David, okay? David. And how, you know, David wanted the passwords to everything, and how that was a big issue for Stacey, just a big issue for Stacey. Now, y'all know why I stand with the passwords, okay? When it comes to marriage, I am an open book. I feel like you should know things about each other, the passwords to the emails, not necessarily social media, but I should be able to get into your phone, God forbid something happened to you. I should be able to get into your emails, God forbid something happened to you, okay? That's the open transparency in a marriage, okay? Now, only time people don't want to give up that, you know, information is a lot of time when they got some stuff to hide. I'm just saying because it shouldn't really be that big of a deal unless you're trying to hide something. Just my opinion. So, you know, David and Stacey's going back and forth about, you know, the passwords. Tommy's like, raise a hand, okay? Tommy was like, show hands. Who will give their passwords out in a relationship? And they like, in a relationship or like a marriage? A relationship or a marriage? They be like, let's just leave it where it was at, okay? I'm talking about marriage. They was like, I would. Some of them like, I would. Some of them like, nah, I won't. Okay, most of the women was the ones that would. A lot of the men was the ones that wouldn't. Okay, it is what it is. You saw it. I saw it, okay? But I guess that's just your own preference. What you prefer in your marriage. it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and debate with y'all, and I'm not even going to go into that debate, okay? Overall, we learned that it's just preference in your relationship and what you do in your marriage. Ain't no right, ain't no wrong. Whatever works for you, works for you. And I'm going to say I did not like Stacey's hair. And moving on. So now it's time to get into Joelle and daggone Vernisha, honey. And when I tell y'all, I was sitting here like, give it to me. Give it to me. I was ready for it. I was definitely ready for it. Now, Tommy's like, okay, so something's off. You're sitting far apart. Vernisha's sitting there with her arms crossed. What's going on? The energy is off, okay? Vernisha says that 2 weeks after filming, Joelle started acting different. He changed up, okay? And that they had stopped talking and it was her decision. He tried to make it seem like they was going too fast, but they was going at the same pace that they was going in, okay? He was the one that slowed down. She said that he was downplaying that relationship, and it really, really hurt her. And I was sitting here like, I told y'all he was going to mishandle her, okay? Okay, spill the tea, Vernisha. Spill the tea, okay? So she was really hurt that he was trying to downplay a relationship, and he was blaming her like they was moving too fast. When all this time, you know, they was waiting for each other after the interviews and stuff when they was filming, and you know how they was going out to eat and they was going to sleep on the phone and waking up on the phone and doing everything together, okay? And how they just stopped being intimate. I was like, you just gonna put all your business out there? Okay, let's put it out there. Since we doing it, let's do it, okay? So, y'all, Vernisha and Joelle was out there doing it, okay? And then actually, after Joelle was getting all the cookies, he decided he didn't want it no more, okay? He didn't want no more of those cookies. He was ready to go, you know, find some new cookies. That's what it seemed like, okay? So now it's time to get into Joelle's side of the story, okay? So Joelle says that he was really basically trying to, you know, build friendships with everyone. Vernisha cut him off like, that's the problem. He basically wanted to be friends with everyone and neglect me. His friendships are more important, okay? Joelle was like, well, let her tell it. I was dating Stacey. And I was like, oh, Stacey? You, and the plot thickens. You was dating Stacey. Who said that? She was like, well, that's what I heard on the street. Stacey sitting over there like, huh? To Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum was like, I guess it's out. She ain't say I guess it's out, but when she was like this, I was like, girl, you on basically told on both of them, okay? Because homegirl act like she knew what was up, but just wasn't gonna say nothing, okay? Because Stacey turned to her and was like, did they really just did he just, oh, okay. They tried it today, honey. Today they tried it. All right. So Vernisha said, then on top of that, Stacey asked Joelle was he how was his girlfriend? And basically Joelle said that he was single. Okay. Tommy was like, hold up. You been going out with Stacey? He was like, no, okay? What happened was we always be going out to the watch parties, okay? I don't even be going out like that, okay? He said that they had asked him about a girlfriend. He was like, he don't have no girlfriend. And they was like, so what about Vernisha? And he was like, oh, we just taking our time. And I was like, is it a they or is it a Stacey? I need y'all to clarify why Joelle said his house was something they asked. Because you know Stacey and Chrysanthemum always gotta be in each other's business. So they probably was sitting over there plotting, okay? Like Vernisha said, okay? She was doing too much and she figured that he was still on the market, okay? And she had her hand all on his chest. Stacey was like, what? I didn't have my hand on his chest. And she was like, yes, you did. Y'all was in the corner and you had your hand on his chest. And I was sitting here like, ooh, y'all, give it to me. Because at this point, it seemed like Stacey was trying to get Joelle, okay? And Joelle was out there trying to give it to Stacey. Just my opinion. I believe Vernisha in that sense, okay? I definitely do. But she was like, I apologize if it's not true. But that's what I heard. I was like, girl, now you want to apologize after you don't put it all out there? Okay, but I'm listening. Keep going. Joelle is like, she just was basically trying to dictate the relationship, okay? She tried to dictate her staying the night, and I was telling her like, no, I don't want to do that, or whatever the case may be. And I was like, okay, so y'all was getting it in, okay? And you was calling the Uber when she was going home because you ain't want homegirl to stay the night. Like, if I was Vernisha, I would be thinking it was okay too. Like, we just got it in. I'm about to wrap my hair up and we gonna go to sleep. But he was like, no, we don't stay the night over here, honey. I called your Uber. Okay, so you can pack your bag and get ready to go home. I was sitting here like, dang, Joelle's cold, man. He's definitely cold, okay? Then he brings up how Amber reached out to him because I think his mother-in-law or somebody had passed away. And she said that she wanted to, if he needed someone to talk to, she wouldn't mind going out to dinner with him, someone to talk to, confide in, or whatever the case may be. And then he was like, Vernisha was like, she would have been mad if Amber and him would have went out by themselves. And Vernisha was like, I said that? Amber was like, you did say that. You said that you would be upset if we would have went out by ourselves. I was like, that daggone Vernisha is doing the most, okay? Just definitely doing the most, all right? Now, this is my thing. This is my thing, okay? Joelle wants to sit there and act like Vernisha ain't been this woman the whole freaking time, okay? The whole time he was sitting there saying she was clingy. The whole time he was sitting there saying, he was going to be able to deal with her attitude. And now it's time to deal with sis' attitude, okay? And deal with her clinginess, and you want to back out. Don't sit there and make false promises like you did to her father, talking something, I can deal with the attitude. Don't sit there and make false promises talking about something, oh, I'm in this. Okay, I want to date, and then as soon as it's over, you can't handle the pressure. You don't want the girl to stay the night. You don't want to give her the pee no more. Okay, and now all of a sudden you can't handle the clinginess when we already knew all this was Vernisha. Okay, you switched up, you changed Joelle. Vernisha has been the same. Unfortunately, you just didn't think it would be as bad as it was, okay? Joelle was like, I just want to know, did you tell somebody that you was going to punch them in the face if you saw them with me? And I was like, ooh, Vernisha out here wilding. Girl, you was ready to fight? We ain't know that. So Vernisha was like, what? I am 40 years old. I am a grown woman. I do not have time to be fighting over no man. I was like, I kind of don't believe it. I feel like she probably said that, honey. She's talking about something, it's taken out of context. No, sis. I think that's what was said. I'm just saying. Tommy like, okay, so I just got a question. What do y'all want to do? Do y'all think y'all could win this, Vernisha? Vernisha's like, I want us to do what we said we was going to do, okay? But obviously he changed up. And Joelle was like, I didn't change up. Okay, you changed up. He's sitting there talking about something. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. And I was like, listen, the way y'all up here acting, it need not to work, honey. Y'all can't communicate, okay? You left that girl in that house that time waiting for you for 3 hours. Remember, okay, so you already should not even have the chance to get this far with Vernisha, but Vernisha wanted to ignore the red flags and act like this wasn't going to happen again, kind of like it has been happening since that time. But I thought y'all was going to be able to make it through anything. Huh? What happened? Oh, okay. Just saying. So now Diedrich backstage trying to console Vernisha and tell her, like, y'all need to work it out. We was rooting for y'all. We was all rooting for y'all. She's like, I know. I don't care anymore. Like, it is what it is, okay? And Joelle just walked by like he unbothered. I said, Lord, ooh, the energy is so real in this room, okay? Everybody's all in their feelings tonight, okay? I guess that's what happens when you try to make it to the finish line, okay? And it doesn't work out for you. Everybody wanted to play these games and got caught up in their feelings and caught up in their heart instead of actually really getting to know these people and building real connections and bonds instead of just trying to get to the end. But we here now and we at the end, and it's a tragedy. It's definitely a tragedy. So now it's time to get into this whole Liz and David situation, y'all. And I was like, David again? Y'all, okay, let's get into it. Now, anyway, after we watching all the clips of how, David wanted to self-eliminate himself, okay, and not give Liz the chance to talk to him, Tommy was like, David, why wouldn't you let Liz talk? Why you just wouldn't let her talk? So I'm going to have to sit here and go on the side that you just wanted to, quit before you got fired, because that's what it looked like. David was like, no. Let me just say something, okay? What me and Liz had a conversation, and Liz had shared that she didn't want, that every time she get close to a guy, he would leave, and I didn't want to leave. And I was like, what that got to do with what we talking about? Liz was like, yes, I remember that, but I tell everybody that. That's my testimony. I was like, exactly, but still, what that got to do with what we talking about? What does that got to do with you still removing yourself from this lady's life? You said you wasn't going to do that, and that's exactly what you did, okay? Now, Tommy says, what makes you think that it was okay to ask her did she kiss Jason again in front of in front of your friends? What made you think it was okay? He was like, I didn't ask her that, okay? I actually was applauding her for that, okay? I was basically saying that, you know, I felt good that the fact that she came to me and she was willing to be open and honest with me about the situation. I never asked her, did she kiss him again? Liz was like, that's a lie. That's a lie, okay? You sat there and said, oh, you was with Jason again? Did you kiss him again? She said, I felt embarrassed. Like, why would you even ask me that in front of people? It just made me feel some type of way. And I was sitting there definitely feeling for Liz, okay? David sitting there still trying to interfere and cut in between her, still won't let the lady talk, don't want her to get the truth out, so he trying to jump in front of it, okay? Like he tried to jump in front of the enemy, okay? He's sitting there talking about something. No, that's not what it is. I'm like, David, shut up. Once again, you still won't let the lady talk. Let the lady talk, man, okay? Tommy says, let me tell you what I think is unfair, okay? I think that it's unfair that Andrea and Stacy sat there, you sent both of them home and they took it. They took it. And you wanted to sit there and act like a fool and not let, you know, bow out gracefully. You want to quit. Let me tell you something. This Tommy and y'all, he was Tommy and he was like, nobody removes themselves, okay? Unless it goes through me. I was like, oh, boss moves, okay? Go through, you better go through Tommy. Okay, don't nobody get to decide that they leaving unless it goes through me. I said, oh, it sounds like they chained up in this house, y'all. Blink twice if y'all need help, because Tommy said that y'all can't leave unless it go through him first. I was saying, like, this is intense, okay? Tommy over there, Tommy in, but he definitely was getting David together, okay? David was wrong, okay? Everybody else took their elimination like a G, except for Ron, okay? But even Ron still took it. But y'all, you want to sit there and, I'm going to eliminate. I'm going to go ahead. I'm moving. I'm self-eliminating. I was trying to tell Liz that, boy, bye. You knew that she was about to get sent home and you just couldn't take it. It is what it is. This man sits there and wants to apologize to Liz, y'all, okay? He gets up to go give her a hug, honey, and he actually almost tried to kiss her. I was like, not almost tried to kiss her. Liz was like, that's enough. That's enough, okay? I just was trying to give you a little church hug. You know, the one here on the side, you're doing the most, okay? Y'all, I was cracking up, like, not the church hug, okay? So when, you know, Jason and Liz sit down on the couch, because we about to get into today's segment, okay? They fist pump, and she was like, give me a kiss. And he gave her a kiss. I was like, I know that's right, okay? You, this creepy man over there, the weird one, trying to kiss me, I need you to make it right. Then Tommy was over there like, she gave him the church hug. Y'all, I was cracking up. Like, that's exactly what I thought it was when I saw it. So I'm glad we all was on the same page, okay? So now it's time to get into Jason and Liz segment, y'all. And I'm just going to tell you that I am definitely here for Jason and Liz. I really hope that this is sincere. I really was feeling their relationship, the way they talked about each other. Okay? When we was watching the clips of, you know, Jason and Liz, you know, love story, Kyrah was sitting over there looking salty. Homegirl sitting there looking salty. I was like, ooh, girl, you mad? You mad, man. Okay. Nobody fault but your own, sis. Sit there with that fake smile if you want to. But I can see the hurt, the pain, the madness in your eyes. I see it. I definitely see it. Okay? Liz says that for her, it was the honesty, okay? It was his consistency, his pursuit of her, his relationship, his spiritual relationship with God. I said, ooh, girl, the things that this woman, how she described him and their connection, it just gave me so much life. He says that she positioned herself to be pursued, okay? Because he has dealt with women, aka Kyrah, who has not put themselves in a position to make up their mind whether or not they want to be pursued or not. I was like, ooh, Jason, you better get up there and get it out your chest, honey, okay? Call it out for how it is. This is why you chose Liz, because she positioned herself to be pursued. She let you know what she wanted, and you went after it. That's how it was supposed to go. Y'all, I was definitely here for their connection, and they are definitely dating exclusively, okay? It's all about them, too, and I was like, I love it. I love it. I hope they actually make it and one day get married, y'all, because I'm here for it. I'm invested now. I want to see the babies, okay? I want the wedding invitation. I want it all, okay? I'm invested now at this point. Get the YouTube channel started so I can go watch it, okay? Anyway, Tommy wants to go around the room and start asking everybody if they're going to continue dating or whatever the case may be. David said he's still out here dating, okay? Alexis is still going to wait on her king, okay? AJ knows what he needs to do now coming out of this, so I guess he's going to try to go pursue Kyrah again. Y'all, I don't know, okay? Chrysanthemum is definitely still dating, okay? KJ and Amber over there living their best life, okay? KJ feels he's been redeemed, okay? Redemption is for him, okay? I was like, whatever. Jason and Liz over there, okay, exclusively dating and happy as ever, okay? I was like, why we just don't ask Kyrah what's going on with her? Did we ask Kyrah? No? I wanted to know if homegirl was still out here dating or if she was going to continue trying to break up Liz and Jason so she could get her Jason and bring him home to mama. That's not what happened. Okay, but anyway, y'all, that was Ready to Love, and the season is over. We done been through the mess, okay? We did find love at the end, and now I'm not going to talk about KG and Amber, but I'm definitely talking about Liz and Jason. So overall, I guess this was like successful. I don't really know. I know it wasn't. It really wasn't. But it was fun to watch. It was definitely fun to watch and review. And I appreciate you all for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below. We are going to have our one last final Ready to Love live this week. And I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on this whole season. It's been real. I can't wait till next season. I hope you all join me again. Hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you will be alerted when another video is uploaded. Until next time, you guys. Peace.